Hey, what's up, guys? So, I got a couple of these still shots I want to share that I kind of tried to brighten up and get some more detail and stuff out of them. I mean, some of the stuff's just so much is there you can't even tell. And then yeah, I got some Montauk stuff, but let's get going. Okay, this is one of those just wild, I mean, just so much stuff. This one covered the whole page. It's because I think they get so close, and there's just so much. But yeah, there's beans like right up on it. Here, look at this. There's a bean right there. There's his eye, there's the eye, there's the mouth, there's the nose. They're all over the place. I mean, but I try to look through it. I want to look for some physical things. I think I shared this image with you guys earlier when I was on the site. I mean, there's these crafts that are just all over the place. They're huge. But you look at this, you see where all these things are coming from. They're coming out of these nozzles all over these crafts. Yeah. That's a reptoid right there. I don't know if you guys caught that. He's right here. He got his pronounced eyebrows. I mean, these things grin, and they are mean looking. I mean, look at this eye. That one's kind of translucent, but you can see his, see the outline of them. And they're so mashed together, it's hard to really get a good look at one right now. There's one. Looks kind of physical. He's in like this window thing, poking his head out. He's got his eyes, mouth, his nose. All you see is these eyes, man. It's hard to make stuff out on this because it's so mashed together. This craziness. But you can see this nozzle. It's shooting this stuff out right here. I think I shared that before. Man, it's nuts. Anyways, moving on, next one. Same thing, this one's all mashed together. This is like the most activity that I've seen. It's crazy. But I'm pretty sure when it gets like this, it's because they're right up on it. You can see this outline right here of this face. That's what you'll see on these translucent things. You'll see their outline. when they're right up close. You can actually almost see his eye. But all you see is the outline of like a head right there. Looks like there's one right next to it too. They're all over the place. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to something we could see a little better. Let's see, what about this one? Not much better. I mean, look at the screen. Look at all these different colors. It's like it's distorted, like the whole thing. So crazy. Look at this thing down here. I mean, that is wild. These crafts are crazy. And you got some kind of bean, right? You got a couple of them. I clearly got one right there. And then there's an image of one right under him. Reptoid right here. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Whoa, what's that? I don't know, moving on. Here we go. We could see a little bit more stuff here. Okay. You could see these craft kind of in the background. Look at where that one's coming out of. I mean, look at all this stuff. And it's like these huge structures come out from the ground too. But I mean, look at all the mechanical stuff in the background. It's insane. Like all this back here. The whole screen. But it looks like right here there's a saucer on the bank. And maybe another one right next to it. I don't know if they're connected to this thing or what. The whole structure itself. But looks like you got a bean's face right there. Man, it's crazy. Look at this. What am I doing? Yeah, there's this huge craft-like thing. And all these things come out of it. All kinds of different nozzles. But, I mean, there's multiple crafts, but I've seen these big ones that just shoot out, it seems like millions of them. Look at that. That is just insane, guys. Let me darken this up a little bit. Look at this shooting this thing. Look, there's another saucer too. It's weird because these things like make the shape of the ships. They'll totally make the shape. So, yeah, look at this. Man, there's crazy stuff going on here. And look at that. Look at that ugly ass bean right there. Or, I don't know. Kind of looks like one right here. His eye, his mouth. I don't know if it's like a statue or a sculpture on a ship because they have a lot of those. Their faces are sculpted on these ships. Look back here. See where this one's coming from? Look on the bank in the background. You got stuff sitting on the bank. Take a closer look at these saucers over here. Or whatever they are. I don't know what that is. I mean, it kind of looks like one. But there's just so much. It's craziness. Alright, let's go to the next one. That's crazy. This stuff just leaves me speechless. Look over here. I mean, look at this. Look up top. You see all these nozzles that are coming out of this thing? We got it coming out there, coming out there, coming out there, coming out there. And then even in the water, look at that structure raising up from the water, spitting them out. Told you guys there's a base under here. Yup. This thing. You see all these coming out everywhere. Just wild. It's insane, man. Look at this one going straight up into the thing, or out of it. It's crazy. And then this one coming way out from behind. Another one coming from way back there. I've never seen anything like this. Next one. Okay, this one's kind of crazy. Look at this ship right here. Or it looks like it's a structure coming out of the water. That's what I think this is. Wow, that's huge. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's just coming out of the freaking pond. Wow. That is massive. Something's blacked out right there. Look at that, how it's like around the door. Oh, look at this alien head right here. It's a clear gray's head. His eye. Yep, that's gray right there. Oh yeah, there's another one right there, poking its head out. These things are nuts, man. Craziness. Man, I'm just speechless. I usually have more to say, man, but I'm just dumbfounded every time I look at this stuff. I've never seen anyone with stuff like this. I mean, it's the best evidence you'd probably ever see. Look at this face right here. It's got a spike on its head. Oh yeah, there's these things like just like this. These beings that I've seen around here. They have these horns like that. They got these horns on their head that come out the side. And they come out, they're like a devil. They're like a devil. Because when you throw up the devil sign, or the Slayer sign or whatever, that's the sign it's making. That's why it's the devil sign. For the horns, we all know that. But there's these beings around here that are just like that. I mean, they look like dragons. Like a dragon face, like you would see on a movie, with the horns on the side and going back on its head. I'm trying to find one. I mean, other than that one that we just seen. But yeah, that's like a sculpture of one. Oh yeah, I caught these things with these goggles on their eyes too before. Or in one of these pictures. Things had goggles on their eyes. Look at this. Craziness. What happened? What the hell happened? Took me right out of it. These are wild, man. Well, let's move on to some other stuff. I think, alright, yeah, I already went to that one. I'm gonna show some Montauk pictures before I go. Oh, and this one too. This is one of my old pictures. I just retook it. It's one of the best ones I've caught in the past. It's on my channel. You just gotta go through it a little bit. It's down a ways. But look at this. I mean, I'm sure whoever's been on my thing for a while has seen this. It's insane. You got this huge metallic thing with tentacles coming out of it. And there's so much stuff in this. It's just crazy, guys. It's crazy. I mean, there's so much stuff in here. Like, good stuff that I had to look at it again. It's been a long time since I went over this one, because I see more stuff every time I look at it. I mean, look at this. Look at these structures. I mean, you got these tentacles, right? Look at this. This is just nuts. You can even see, I mean, this is took a picture that's been taken over and over again as far as screenshots. You can see the plate these are connected to. And almost, you can see the bolts and the rivets. And like, almost like welding type thing. But you'd see what's attached is these tentacles. They're like ropes.